Welcome everybody to a Super Mario 3D World mod. Today I'll be showcasing the 3 levels I have made and assets for building these levels yourself. I'm not going to go into how to use Spotlight or anything today. I'm just going to give a download to the things and I'll show you where to put the files. But before we get into the tutorial on how to set up these assets, let's just showcase what you can do with it. Now here's the first level here where you can see I've replaced the Rebel Hill. I haven't replaced, you know, the world map things. Maybe eventually I'll make something for that. But here is the first level, and you can see basically it's built by using a lot of basic geometry. And maybe or in the future I will be making more things with more themes and a lot more detailed items to be placed in your levels. But for now, this is what we got. So we'll just go hit the block here, get a cat bell. And these can be used inside of Bowser's Fury as well. So that is kind of nice. If you want to build islands out of all these assets, you can technically do that. Then up here, we have the first green star. Also, I will be leaving a download to the levels in the description, as well as a separate download to the assets. So if you want to play this yourself, go right ahead. And up here, we have this area right here. You can see the thing in the background there, right? Now, I hid a little secret. Behind here, there's actually a mystery box. You can't actually really see it. There it is. I thought it was kind of a cool placement for it. So we'll just go back there. You have to be really, really, really fast for this, though. Oh my god. I think I've gotten this green star once. No, dude. Alright, whatever. I'm pretty sure it works. I'm not like 100% sure. Also some gambas here. I kind of, like I said, it was mostly just showcasing, like, here's what you kind of can do. So, I mean, the levels aren't like beautiful or anything, but hey, it's a custom level, right? More or less want to see people actually using this. That would be the cool thing. Then we have final green star here. And up here, there's actually a stamp. Look at that. I thought that was pretty well placed. And that is the first level. We'll be moving on to the second level. The third level is pretty cool because I have a camera that rotates the other direction. Or a semi-360 camera, but it's not like amazing. So the second level is right here. And I actually, instead of a grassland theme, we have a snow themed level. So that's pretty cool. This one has a locked camera. I'm gonna be making camera files to replace into your levels so that you can have a camera that you would like, but this one just has this camera. And as of right now, I'm not adding the camera files. I'll leave one default camera file, but that's it for now. We got the little coin block. There's actually a stamp back here. Look at that. Like how creative this is. We actually got functioning ice blocks you can build with too. And then there's the green star here. Alright, and then we can go up there to the next area. Mr. Tato. And inside this pipe will bring you to another area. Look at that. Camera it feels like a camera ship, but really the level just ships. And then we can go to here, get the green star. And we have all 3. And we got the stamp. How neat. Of all the things in this level, this is probably my biggest, like, I probably made the wall jump section a bit too high, but and whatever. It's just for sample levels. So you can see, just wall jump up here. And now we're up. Whoa, what the fuck happened to the sound? Okay, well, we'll have to restart the game to fix that. But then there's just right here, and you just kind of long jump to it. I didn't make a way gain on top of this flag, so that kind of sucks. Alright, now the audio is fixed. I'm just going to skip to this fight because this is unchanged. And now we can continue to the final of the 3 sample levels. And this one's a bit more unique. I was experimenting with camera angles. So for this, you actually can look. So you can see the question block is behind me, or like behind the camera currently. But I can flip it. And now I can look at the question block. It's pretty cool how the camera works. Like I said, it's not the Bowser's Fury camera or anything. I kind of want to experiment with getting the Toad cameras maybe working, because those also have a much more free range look. But this is an okay use of cameras for now. But basically it lets you make a bit more of a open, less traditional Mario 3D World level. Now, this doesn't really work in multiplayer. Once you're in multiplayer, the camera locks. I just need to figure out if there's a way to unlock the camera, and then this will work. But that's okay. So, Mr. Gamba Man. Oh yeah, and we also have the star, another star down here. And there's a stamp on top of the tree. Like I said, it's really, like I said, I mean, I don't know how many people really care for the camera, but I thought it was pretty neat to be able to look in practically every direction. All right, and now we can go inside the warp box. And this is where the flag is, you can see right here, but you also can see the stars right here. And again, if you flip the camera backwards, easy to see, and then you can go back forward. Like I said, this was mostly just experimenting with the camera, but also showing off the assets of the mod. And that is the third final stage. Like I said, these three stages will be a downloadable mod in the description. You can go download that. And now we can move on to the tutorial part of how to get these assets and how exactly to use them. Okay, so you're gonna probably see something very different for whatever the download is, but somewhere you're going to find all the SCZ files labeled as a SCZ folder, and you're going to have to get all these files and put them into your dump, or whatever you're using to build with Spotlight, like, because if you use Spotlight, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. I'm not, like I said, I'm not explaining anything Spotlight. Go ask somebody else. But you're gonna put it inside your object data in your dump. You're just gonna copy and paste it inside of there. For me, I already have these, so I'm just, gonna skip it for now. But as you can see, they're in there. And then for your mod, so you can see all my mods right here. You basically just create a folder. Let's just say my mod. This is how you label them. Inside of here, you make another folder called ROMFS. Inside of there, you'll have a object data and a stage data. And the stage data are for the levels you edit and you save in Spotlight to the stage data folder. Alright, like I said, not a tutorial for that. But you put the object data, you need to make sure you put all of these in there. Otherwise, they don't show up inside your mod. And once you have that set up in Spotlight, what you can do is you can, open a selector. Let's just say we want to play Super Bell Hill because, 1-1. And what I normally do, I have custom cameras set up, so I don't actually need any of the camera areas or anything. So I will just select all. I like to keep the skybox usually, so I can just change it for something else. Delete, everything's gone. Shift A, or go to edit, add object. Now you need to go to fixed map parts. Now inside of here, you're gonna have a model names. There's going to be a TXT file in the mod that you download for the assets, and it will list every single model name. So for example, let's just say I want grass block. It would be inside the TXT. It'll say grass block. You type it. You can I like to add it to quick favorites, but you don't have to do that. Select and you click. Now we have a block. One thing I like to do just for simplicity is I like to make these whole numbers, so you can see it's a decimal, so I'm just going to change it to negative 49. This one's going to be positive 40, and this one's going to be positive 100. And now it's all on these 100s, and then when you move it, you can hold shift and slide this around, and you see it stays whole numbers. I scaled these so that it would line up really easily with other objects, so if you copy paste, I can slide it right here, and it lines up perfectly, as you can see. And then you can just do that with the whole level, you can just go around, copy and paste, you can slide it around and build off and make your level. Now, the things that are required in your level, you need to have these, are the player. Make sure you have the player. That's where you're gonna start. And your goal. Now, if you don't have the goal, it won't crash the game because there are actually stages that don't need the goal pole, but that's not what we're doing today. But it will crash the game if you don't have a player, so make sure you have a player. And then you just go and build your level. But just to show off that this works, we're going to go to Save As. I'm going to navigate to my mod folder. You can see the one thing we made earlier, my mod, ROMFS. All the objects are here. So inside stage data, we're going to save it. Make sure it says the stage name right here, Enter Camp Mario, because sometimes if you click something, it'll change it, and you don't want that. And then save it into the stage data. You're going to hit OK. If anything pops up, and bam, now we're done. I can close Spotlight. Inside of here, I'm going to enable my mod disable the other one so we can see it. And let's show off what we made. Now, just a fair warning, cameras won't always be set up properly, but I'm not going into that in this tutorial. I'll make a tutorial for cameras later maybe, but you know, you can figure out your own cameras. It's kind of confusing. But as you can see, here we are. Got the skybox and everything. We got, you know, the blocks we built, the flagpole, and we started right here. That is literally it. Now anybody can make these levels. Stop making Super Bell modified.